When people think about a football career, they often think about moments. Transfer, a contract, an opportunity, but from my perspective, a career is not built in moments. For me, it's built over time, through decisions, through consistency, through direction. And this is where I see a big difference between managing a career and actually building one. Because managing a career is about reacting. Something happens, you deal with it, an opportunity comes and you take it. But building a career requires intention. It also requires structure. It requires thinking ahead, understanding not just where you are, but where you're going as well. And how every step connects to the next one. Because nothing in football happens in isolation. Every decision you make is either building your trajectory or taking you away from it. And this is something I've been speaking about through these whole videos. Your decisions, your positioning, your image, they're all connected. And when they're not aligned, you might still move, but without a real direction. And over time, that catches up because a career without a structure becomes very reactive. And when it's reactive, you don't really control it, the market does. And that's when players start feeling lost. But not because they're not good enough, but because there's no clear direction behind what they're doing. For me, working with a player has always been about building. And building something that actually makes sense, something that is aligned, something that lasts. Because we know that football is very short, but at the same time, the career doesn't stop there. And this is something I think is very important to talk about more. When I work with a player, I'm not just thinking about the years they're going to play. I'm thinking about the full journey, what happens during the career, and also what happens after the career, because there's life beyond football, and that doesn't mean leaving the game completely. It can mean coaching, working within football, building something connected to the industry, but the point is having a vision for it, because what I see a lot is players reacting to the end of their career without a clear plan, and that creates uncertainty. So for me, part of building a career is also helping the player visualize what comes next, to prepare for it, to use everything they're building now to support for the next phase. Because when you think long term, you make different decisions, better decisions, I'd say, more intentional decisions. So when I say careers are built, I mean they are built with longevity in mind. Not just for the 10 or 15 years you play, but for everything that comes after as well. And that's also why I believe in working long-term with players. Because building something real takes time, it takes trust, it takes alignment, and it takes also a shared vision of where you're going. Because in the end, it's not just about where you go, it's about how and why you get there and what you build along the way.